Let's come on to our mats. Welcome, welcome. So our practice today is spring equinox practice. So we're at the vernal equinox, which is that point of balance between the solstice, the summer solstice, and the winter solstice. So the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year with the longest night. So here we're at that equilibrium. Equinox means equal night. And so we're at the advent of spring. We've been at the advent of spring for a few weeks now. So you know that as we move across the northern hemisphere, spring follows. So our mudras for today are going to be mudras that invite in prana energy, this uplifting, renewing, revitalizing energy of spring. So with the right hand, we're going to take the Prana Mudra. So prana is the word for energy or vital life force. Prana is the thing that the spark of life. It is what, so it's more than the breath. Breath is part of it, but it is more than the breath. It is that sort of the energy that we feel just buzzing through our bodies, the energy field that we feel beyond our bodies. So with the right hand, let's bring in the ring and little finger to touch the thumb and extend the peace fingers, the index and the middle finger. So have that palm lifting up on the right knee. With the left hand, let's fold in the middle and the ring finger to bring to touch with the thumb. So your index and little fingers are extended. So right hand and left hand are taking different mudras today. Prana is the uplifting, invigorating, revitalizing energy that we're absorbing in, inviting in, welcoming. Apana is the energy that we are releasing, letting go, shedding, that no longer serves us. So these two mudras bring balance of energy to us physically, energetically. So the Prana Mudra is face down on the left knee and the Prana Mudra is face up on the right knee. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. We have done this mudra before, Prana and Apana mudras. Lengthening through your spine, closing your eyes or softening your gaze. Beginning to bear witness to your breath. In this season, we bear witness to nature's cycles of growth and change, of renewal and rebirth. And in the same way, we bear witness to the change that takes place within us, around us. The opportunities for renewal, the possibilities of change. The spring equinox is an opportunity to celebrate life and its fertility and creativity. Here in the wheel of the year, we come into balance. Noticing the breath and the balance of the breath as you breathe in and out. So the length of the inhale, the length of the exhale, the moments of pause at the top of the breath and the bottom of the exhale. So we have these beginning and end to the inhale and exhale, and those beginning and end is a pause, is a moment of stillness. It may be very momentary, or your pause may be slightly longer. These are the moments at which we either retain or hold out the breath. Taking full breath in, full breath out. Opening your eyes and bringing your hands together in Anjali at your heart center. We'll open our practice by chanting Om 3 times. And for each Om, let's offer it up to the day, the night, and that moment in between, that moment of transition at dawn and dusk, between day and night. Take a full breath in. Om. 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 Namaste and welcome, yogis. A little rendition by the dogs to welcome us to our practice today. So our mantra for today, it's quite long, so I'm going to break it down for you. But we really want to invite intention setting today. Spring equinox is a new beginning, a rebirth, a point at which we can restart. It's like a start over. So we can plant some new seeds with new intentions. So I offer you up your kind of affirmation that you might wish to set for yourself in the present tense, as if it were already true. And I also offer you a Sanskrit mantra. And the Sanskrit mantra for today is Om Hrim, Hamsa, Soham, Swaha. Om, the primordial vibration of the universe. This is the vibration of creation itself. Om. Hrim. Hrim is the seed sound that removes illusions by inviting in the illuminating light of the sun. Hrim. Hamsa, Soham. This is the balance between questions of who I am and that I am, the question between life and death, the balance between light and dark, the moon, the sun and the moon, the Shiva energy, the Shakti energy, that conscious energy that is inert, and then the Shakti energy, which is the active dynamic energy. So these two, Hamsa, Soham, are two Sanskrit words that balance each other, bring equilibrium by focusing in on that meeting point between two opposites. And Swaha means gift or a dedication to light. So Swaha is an offering or a gift or a dedication to the light. So Om Hrim Hamsa Soham Swaha. That's the mantra. And we'll chant it 3 times now so we can get into the flow of it. And then at any point during your practice, this is the mantra I invite you to focus on, or your intention that you choose. So coming into our mudras, right hand pran, palms face up, left hand apana, palm face down. Inhaling fully to prepare, we'll do 3 rounds. Om Hrim Hamsa Soham Swaha. Om Hrim Hamsa Soham Swaha. Om Hrim Hamsa Soham Swaha. Om. Really dropping down into the vibrational sounds. So the key to Sanskrit mantras is the vibrational quality that you feel within your body, within the energy centers of your body. So when you chant mantra, there's always a vibrational quality that resonates within. And that resonance is the vibrational energy waves vibrating within you and moving out from beyond you. And that way they impact on others around you. So let's start. Let's start by bringing the soles of our feet together, knees out. So remove our block or cushion that we're seated on. And let's bring the heels in as close as we can to our body. You can interlace your fingers between your toes, or you can hold onto your ankles or your feet, whatever feels comfortable here. And here we're going to create some movement. So we're going to really be moving with this Shakti energy here. And we're just going to flutter our knees gently. This is a Parvatyasana, so the seat of the goddess. And we'll do this for a couple of rounds here. Breathe with your breath. And then let's do 3 more here. And then let's open out our hip flexors, open out our knees, and let's take a moment here. Draw your shoulder blades together. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Open your heart. Sitting tall here. Full breath in, full breath out. We're going to engage with Samavritti Pranayama. This is equal count breath. So here in this asana here, Parivatasana, we'll do 3 rounds of equal count breath. We inhale for the count of 4. We hold a breath in for the count of 4. Exhale for the count of 4 and hold a breath out for the count of 4. Now, if holding the breath in or out for the count of 4 feels too much, drop that count to 2. So you will go out of sync with me, and that's okay. So you keep your own internal count. So let's start by taking a full breath in, full breath out through open mouth. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a full breath in. Hold that breath in. Drop your chin down towards your throat. Engage your Mula Bandh by squeezing your pelvis. Hug in your ribs. Uddiyana Bandh is engaged. For a moment here with the breath in. So you feel as if you're expanding with energy. Take a moment more and then release in. Take a full breath out through your mouth. Full breath out through your mouth. Release your toes. Now let's cross this right foot over the left knee. So we come into a twist, seated twist here. So right hand on the left. If it feels too much to have that left leg folded, you can always extend that left leg before you take over the right knee. So here, hug in this right knee with your left elbow. Or take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, right hand behind you. Now let's bring your left hand here in Prana Mudra. So we'll We'll switch the mudra over for a moment. And let's gaze over your right shoulder. Breathe deeply into your abdomen. Three more breaths here. Om Hrim, Hamsa, Soham, Swaha. Invoking balance. Invoking a balance between light and dark, day and night. One more here. Then inhale, turn your head back. Neutral. Untwist and counter twist over to the left here just for a moment. And then back to center. Uncross this right foot. Bring it back to meet the sole of your left foot. Take a moment here. Lengthen through your crown. Lengthen through your spine. Perhaps you interlace your fingers or wrap your hands around your feet for a moment. Lower the knees. Open up the hip flexors. And let's release this. So remember, if it feels too intense, you might want to stretch out your right leg first before you cross the left foot over. Or you cross the left foot over the right knee. Here, lengthen here. Left hand reaches behind you. Right elbow hugs in the left leg, or you take your elbow to the outside of your knee. And here, let's bring the Prana Mudra with the right hand this time. And gaze over your left shoulder. Breathing deeply, settling into your intention. So planting your seeds. There's so many opportunities to reset throughout the year. The times of change, times of transition. So often we make a decision and then we feel like we have to stick with it, or we become stubborn or determined. We become aligned with things that no longer serve us or serve our community. This is an opportunity to come back into balance with your own values and ethics. Come back into balance between the self and the collective. One more breath here. Inhale, turn head back to neutral. Counter twist over to the right. And then back to neutral. Now this time, let's just take this right leg behind us. And let's come into Pigeon on this side. So we're going to come into high pigeon. We're going to stay here in high pigeon for a moment on the right side. Exhale, let's fold down. Inhale to reach up. So we'll fold forward 3 times down towards the earth and then rising up towards the sky. And then on the third one, rising back up. Let's turn the other way. So again, let's come back through Parvati Asana. And let's turn over to the left side. Reach behind with your right leg. And again, let's rise up and fold down 3 times. And then on the third one, staying up high for a moment. And then back to center. Hug it. Hug your heels in towards you and flutter through your hips here just for a moment. And then let's swing around, come onto our knees into table Molassen. We're going to move directly into cat-cow, Vitlayasana and Madhyasana. So Madhyasana, lift your tailbone, shine your heart, lift your gaze. Exhaling, Vitlayasana, cow pose, tucking your chin, rounding through your spine. Allow the movement to flow through your spine. So we're really, the season of spring is connected to the Kapha dosha. And Kapha is earth and water. So we're going to be flowing here, but coming from a place of stability. 3 rounds here of cat-cow. And then tuck your toes, lift directly into Parvatasana, mountain pose, pedal your feet. Cycle it out, swaying your hips. And then let's come to stillness just for a moment. So check that your fingers are spread wide. Your index finger is pointing forward. You're pressing into the tips of your fingers and the knuckles and the outer edges of your palm. Your inner elbows are turning out. Your tailbone is lifted. Perhaps you have a deep bend in your knees or a soft bend in your knees. Your heels are reaching towards the earth, but will not necessarily be connected with the earth. One full breath here in Parvatasana mountain. And then let's walk to the top of our mat and cross your legs. Exaggerate that walk to the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold here. Allow your upper body to feel heavy, crown drawing down towards the earth. Inhale, unfurl your spine one vertebrae at a time to rise up into Tadasana, standing mountain. Coming to standing here at the top of your mat, gazing ahead. And again, you can bring your hands into your Prana and Apana Mudra. So right hand in Prana, left hand in Apana. Right hand ring and little finger to thumb, left hand middle and ring finger to thumb. And all other fingers are extended. Take a moment here. So your feet, big toes can be touching with a gap between your heels, or your feet can be hip distance wide. So find your Tadasana where it feels comfortable. Release your shoulders. Hug in your rib cage towards the midline. So you're engaging your Uddiyana band. Squeeze your pelvis. Release your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Chin is parallel to the earth. Crown is lifted. Rooting and rising at the same time. So here you feel this oppositional energy, rooting down to the earth through your feet and then lifting up with the crown, rooting to rise. And perhaps you sway here backwards and forwards slightly, side to side, until you find that place of balance. And you'll find this point in a different place for each of us. And here you will feel steady and stable. Inhale, hands to sky, bend into your knees, look up. Exhale, fold down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's rise through Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit back with your tailbone here. Arms can be reaching up alongside your ears. Arms can be reaching forward. Yogi's choice, wherever you wish them to be. Take a moment here. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, fold down towards the earth, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise in chair, Utkatasana, strong pose, fierce pose. Arms alongside your ears or parallel to the earth, yogi's choice. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last time here with this variation. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, fall down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. And remember, you can bring the bend into your knees here when you fold. Inhale, rise up into chair. Knees are bent. Tailbone reaching back. Arms alongside your ears or arms parallel to the earth. One more here. Rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now we're going to add on. We're going to add a twist to our strong pose, our chair pose. We're going to revolve it. Parivrita Utkatasana. Take a moment here. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, fold down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway. Fingertips on the earth or hands on shins. Remember, you have options, always options available for us. Folding one more time. And now let's rise in chair pose. This time, let's keep our arms parallel. Excuse me. Sitting low here, gazing ahead. Open out your left hand behind you. So right hand is in Prana, left hand is in Apana. So we're looking ahead with our Prana and we're reaching behind with our Apana Mudra. Sitting here in your Utkatasana pose. One more breath. Bring your hands together in front of you. And now let's reach back with our right hand. Bring your hands together in front of you. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment here, adding on. Stay in the middle so you can see me. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise in chair. Arms parallel again. Hands in Prana and Apana Mudra. Om Hrim, Hamsa, Soham, Swaha. This time, let's bring our hands together at our heart center. As you exhale, let's turn over to the right. So you can keep your elbows hooked parallel to the earth, or you can hook your right elbow over your left knee and press your left palm into your right palm. So you can be here or you can be here. Yogi's choice. One more breath here. I'm beginning to feel the heat rising. I don't know about you. Inhale back to center. We're going the other way now. Turn over to the left, to the right, sorry. Hook the left elbow over the right knee. Press the right palm into the left palm or stay halfway with your arms parallel. So you can again be in different options here. One more breath here. Inhale to center. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Shake your legs out. Give them a little shimmy. Strong pose indeed, right? Utkatasana. Take a moment here in your standing mountain. Connect with your intention for spring. So taking this opportunity to have a spring clean, to clear out, let go, declutter the mind, the body, the spirit of all of the things that trouble you, that frustrate you. Press the reset button. One breath here. Inhale, hands reach up. Take a moment. Exhale, fold down. So for a moment here, we're going to just move between this, folding down. Knees can be bent deeply or softly. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Take a moment here. Now let's reach up. And here, as you reach up, I invite you to interlace all of your fingers, release your index, cross your thumbs, coming into Khali Mudra. So your hands are reaching overhead. I'll turn to face you so you can see. Exhale over to the left. So Chandrasana. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment. Inhale, reach up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale over to the left. So we'll do this 3 times. So we're on the second round. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to center, hands back to heart. Last time. Inhale to reach up. Over to the left. This time we're going to hold this for a while. So engage here. So check where the balance and the weight of your body is distributed. So you want to have a sense of equilibrium in your body, even as you reach over. So you want to feel both of your feet are rooted and connected to the earth, even as you reach over and come out of equilibrium here, as you come out of balance. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment. Let's go over to the right now. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath. Release your hands. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forward. Turn your head to the left, to center, to the right. Back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's step back long with the right leg. Now your option, yogis, knee lifted or on the earth. So if you have your knee, I'll do this round with my knee on the earth so you can see where I'm going. You can keep your knee lifted here. Take a moment here. Inhale, hands to your heart. So I invite you to come into Khali Mudra here. So this is connected to Shakti energy, this creative energy of Kali. So Kali, whom I am the namesake, I've been named after Kali, Kali Ma. Kali is the goddess of, or the deity of life, death, rebirth, of creation, sustenance, dissolution, the cycle of life, the cycle of nature. Inhale, reach up, Anjanyasan. So remember, your right knee can be on or off the earth here. I'm demonstrating with my knee on the earth for this round. Exhaling here. Bring your hands back to your heart. Come into your Prana and Apana Mudra and turn to the left. So left hand reaches back, right hand reaches forward. Bring the left hand to meet the right hand. Let's take the right hand behind. Sweep that back round to the middle. Interlace your fingers, Khali Mudra. Exhale to the heart. So we'll do that a few times. So your knee, if your knee begins to feel uncomfortable, remember you can pad your knee with a blanket, or often coming off your knee might feel more sustainable if your knee doesn't feel comfortable here. So remember, Khali Mudra at the heart. Inhale to reach up. Take a moment here. Then let's open out our arms. Right hand going forward, left hand going back. Reach out through that right heel if your knee is lifted. Bring that left hand to meet the right. Take the right hand behind you. Bring that forward. Interlace your fingers, Khali Mudra, above your crown. Exhale to your heart. Last time. Inhale, Khali Mudra to the sky. Exhale, let's open out the arms. Right hand reaching back. Right hand reaching forward, left hand reaching back. Sweep that left arm around, reach behind with the right. Exhale, sweep it forward, reach up Kali. Last time. Exhale, hands to the earth. So whether you've got your knee on the earth or knee lifted, let's step back long, coming into Phalakasana. your variation of plank. Knees on or off the earth. Take a breath here. Exhale. Knees, untuck your toes, chest and chin to the earth in Ashtangasana. Slide your abdomen away. Rise up in Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, let's flow 3 times here with our Cobra. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling to lower. Press into your big toes. Exhaling to lower. Last time, hold the Cobra here. Hold your Bhujangasana. Press into your hands. Come into table now. Yogis here. Let's come back into child's pose. Take a moment here. Knees can be together or knees can be apart. You choose what feels comfortable for you. Let's walk our hands over to the left to come into a lateral stretch here on the right side. 3 breaths here. Om, Hrim, Hamsa, Soham, Swaha. Move to center. Exhale, hands walk over to the right. 3 breaths here. Om, Hrim, Hamsa, Soham, Swaha. Inhale to center. Let's rise up in mountain. So spread your hands, spread your fingers, press into the tips, the knuckles, tuck your toes, rise up in mountain. Walk your feet here. So now we're going to step forward with the right foot here. So if you had your knee on the other side lifted, you can step forward directly here. So the left knee stays lifted. You're stepping forward with your right foot. If you had your right knee on the earth, let's bring the left knee on the earth on this side and then step forward with the right foot. So you have 2 ways of stepping forward with that right foot. Left knee on or off the earth. So you come back into that same parallel Anjaneyasana as the other side. Now prepare yourself by untucking your toes, padding your knees, whatever you need. Inhale, hands to heart in Khali Mudra. So we're going to do the same on this side. So remember that left knee is lifted or on the earth. It could be padded with a blanket. Inhale, hands reach up. And remember, you can also switch. You could start with your knee on the earth, and then because we're doing 3 rounds of this, you can lift your knee off the earth. Exhale, open out your arms. So this time, let's take the left hand forward, the right hand behind. And we're going to switch again. I'm going to switch my prana and my apana here. It's not a science necessarily in that way. I have to bring that right hand around to meet the left. Let's open out the left hand behind us. Bring that hand round to meet the right. Interlace your fingers, Khali Mudra. Hands reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Round 1. Remember, round 2, you can lift your knee if you wish. I'm just going to lift it so that gives you the options to see how it feels in different places. Hands at the heart in Khali Mudra. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands reach forward. Left hand forward, right hand behind. Bring that right hand round. Let's take the left hand behind. Bring that left hand round. Khali Mudra, hands reach up. Exhale to your heart. Last round. Inhale, hands reach up in Khali. Open out your arms. So right hand forward, left hand forward or right hand behind. Bring that right hand round, left hand behind. Bring that left hand round, hands in Khali. Exhale to your heart, that right thigh is feeling it. Let's step forward, wherever you are, forward fold. Maybe you shake out your legs here, walk them a little bit. And then let's inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment, regather your breath, regather your energy. So that was a variation of, a dynamic variation of Anjanyasan. It's a low lunge or high lunge. Take a moment there. We're going to do one more round and adding variation. This time I'm going to invite you all to leave your knee lifted. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's step back long with the right foot, stay on the ball of the foot. So we're going to keep that right knee lifted this time. Rise up. Bring your hands together in Khali Mudra at the heart. Bend into that left knee, reach back through that right heel. Inhale, reach forward with your arms so that they're parallel to the earth. Reaching up. Exhale, bend into your elbows so you come into cactus arms, sunbeam arms, the fingers spread wide. Now here, when we reach up, I'm inviting you to straighten through that left leg and reach up with Khali Mudra above your crown. Exhale, bend into that left knee, bend into your elbows. Inhale to rise up with Khali. Exhale, sunbeam arms. If you wish to bring your hands into your Prana and apana Mudra, you can do that also. But it just might feel a little complicated for you, but if it does, then leave it. And we'll do this 3 times. And the reason I'm bringing in 2 mudras here is, so keep up with that round one more time while I'm talking to you. The reason I'm bringing in these mudras with the right and left is that we can begin to switch between the right and left hemispheres of our brain. Because actually what we're doing is we're really coming into these juncture points where they are junctions. Where is that point between where we switch from one to the other, where we transition from one to the other? And what does it feel like in that moment? In that moment, do we feel destabilized, insecure, directionless, or are we purposeful even in that moment of change? So we're all here. Let's come all into this sort of pyramid-like shape. So we're on the ball of our right foot, arms reaching out. Take a moment here. Bend into your elbows for the last time here. Hands to the earth. So let's make sure my sound is good. Step back with your left leg. So we'll make sure coming into Phalakasana. So your variation of plank here. Exhale, knees, untuck your toes, Ashtanga Asana to the earth. Lower your abdomen. This time, let's reach behind our back. Interlace our fingers in Khali Mudra. Draw your hands back. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Keep the big toes connected for the moment. Exhale, lower to the earth. One breath here. And then on the next inhale, let's rise again. And this time I invite you to lift up one leg or both legs. Inhale, rise up. Salabhasana. Exhale, lower. And if you did one leg, let's lift up the other leg for this final round. Inhale, engage your core, rise up. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands round. Rest your eyebrows center on the backs of your hands, arms. Bend elbows wide. Molassen. And let's take a moment here. Reconnect with your breath. Perhaps reconnect with your affirmation or your mantra. Silently chanting it to yourself. Let's bring our hands to either side of our shoulders. Lift up through table, coming into child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left. Walking your hands back to center. Let's walk your hands over to the right. Back to center. Spread your fingers, take your hands wide, rising up into mountain Parvatasana. Inhale, lifting yourself, tucking your toes, coming into your mountain. Take a full breath here. So we're going to step forward with the right leg. So we're going to keep that left knee lifted. So reach behind with your right foot, bend your knee and take it wide as your mat, and that will help you to shuffle it forward and come into your lunge on this side. Again, when you're ready, inhale to rise up. Hands come to your heart in Khali Mudra. So we're going to do the same here on this side. Reach out through that left heel or on the ball of your left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open your arms into your cactus arms. And remember, you can have your right hand in Prana, left hand in Apana Mudra, or fingers spread wide, yogi's choice here. Let's move into this variation. Reaching up with Khali Mudra, straightening through that right leg. Exhaling to bend into the right knee, bend into the elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Staying here for a moment. Coming into cactus arms, sunbeam arms. And hands reach forward. Going to step forward with that left foot to meet the right foot. Take a moment here with forward fold. And then let's rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment here. Reconnect with your breath. So throughout this practice, we've been quite active and dynamic because in order to come into balance, balance isn't a static or stagnant place. Balance is a place that we have to actively and dynamically create for ourselves. It's a kind of that rhythmic place. So as we see the cycles of nature continually are evolving and growing and changing, so are we. So we don't come into a stagnant place or a static place. We come into a place of balance and stillness, which is about being still requires effort. So anybody who's just sat still and tried to meditate will realize how much effort that can take. Stillness isn't effortless, it requires effort. And then through practice, it becomes effortless. In the same way that balance and equilibrium can then become effortless. So when you bounce back from challenges or anything that is like coming at you through life, your bounce back, your ability to come back into balance is your resilience. So here we are at the top of our mat in Tadasana. Take a moment here. We're going to step back with our left foot and turn our right toe. So we come into wide-legged stance here. So we're going to be in this wide-legged stance, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. So here, I'm going to invite you to exhale and reach down towards the earth. So bring your hands into your Prana and Apana Mudra. Right hand in Prana, ring and little finger touching thumb, index fingers extended and middle finger extended. Left hand, middle finger and ring finger touching thumb, index and little finger extended. Now you're thinking about, like, why do we have to work so hard in our mudras? Because the more we can engage with our practice, the more we can connect with our energy, the deeper the layers of our practice become. Otherwise, we just end up going through the motions, like going to the gym. The practice of yoga is different to just exercising, and what makes it different is because it's a spiritual practice that really focuses on our energy field. Exhale, hinge from the waist. Bend softly into your knees to reach down towards the earth. And here you can have your mudra here. So I'm using my fingers to connect with the earth. Soften your crown. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale. Turn your heels in towards you. Bend into your knees and rise up in Goddess Devyasana. Exhaling, turn out your heels, forward fold in Prasarita Padottanasana. So now notice you're having to think about what you're doing. So keep your hands in your mudras when you come down towards the earth. And remember, your hands, you don't need to touch the earth. You can be on blocks, you can footstool. Your hands can be resting on your legs. Again, turn in the heels, rise up in Devyasana. One more time. Let's just go for one more because I can't remember how many I've done. I quite like this. So now here, think about this connection between the northern and southern hemispheres. We're bringing in yin and yang, day and night, light and dark, activation and restoration. Let's all end up here in Devyasana. From Devyasana, we're going to move into eagle pose. Let's go into eagle pose here. So straighten through your legs. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Keep your hands in your mudra till you come to your Tadasana. Bend into your left knee. And we're going to wrap this right leg over our left leg. Now, your option for your toes. You can have the toes on the earth. You can wrap them around your left leg. Option with your arms, you can keep them here in the sunbeam variation with your mudra, or you can wrap them around each other. So you can bring them to your shoulders or wrap them around each other. Yogi's choice of how you come into your Garudasana. So remember, you can be in different places. 3 breaths here. So let's open out now. As you inhale, lift everything, open it out, step out. Come into your Devyasana. And then let's heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. I just add that in for fun. Like, why is she making us do heel toe? Because I like heel toeing. It feels a bit like dancing. Sorry, that's the joyfulness of spring. Bend into your right knee this time. Let's take the left leg over. Again, the toes can come to the earth. You can wrap them around, a yogi's choice. Arms can stay in this sunbeam variation. Or you can wrap them around each other. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you which was left or right with the arms, but just do it the opposite direction to what you did the first time. Coming into your eagle pose here. 3 breaths here. Open out, step out your leg, bend into Devyasana. Bring your hands down towards the earth, and we're going to come into Molassen squat pose here. I have my mudras. Open out, both directions. And then let's come down to the earth. Oh, welcome retreat to the earth. Take a moment here. We're going to come onto the earth directly. And what we're going to do is we're going to do twisted roots, supine twist today. So that will be legs crossed over. So let's come down to the earth first. Take a moment here. Reconnect with your breath. You've been working hard in this practice. Because remember, like when you think about how buds flower, how the butterfly comes, work that the caterpillar has to do in the cocoon before it can transform and arrive as a butterfly. How flowers must burst from buds into blossoming, open petaled flowers. Nature is hard work. Creativity, fertility of nature is hard work. Let's cross the right knee over the left here. Now, your option, just a simple cross, or you can wrap your foot around, your double choice. We're going to drop the knees over to the left. So your arms here can be out to the sides, or you can keep them resting on your abdomen and your heart. So let's release the knees over to the left. Now you will probably need to roll over onto your left hip because this is quite a challenging twist. So if it feels too much because you have your foot wrapped around, unwrap your foot. And then you can open your arms out, gazing up towards the sky. And what you're trying to do with your shoulders is trying to keep your right shoulder down towards the earth. It will be lifting a little bit, or perhaps a lot, and that's okay. We're coming into a twist, so it just depends on how much space we have here to twist. Give myself a bit more space. 3 breaths here. Om Hrim, Hamsa, Soham, Swaha. Oh, this is like, I can hear my digestive system going. These twists are just perfect for stimulating the rest and digest mode. Kicks off the relaxation response in our bodies. Inhale, turn to center, so roll gently on your hips and cross your legs. Realign here, so allow yourself to neutralize for a moment. Come back into balance before we go over to the other side. So this time, let's cross the left leg over the right. And again, you can just have it crossed over, or you can wrap your left foot around the back of your right leg. Yogi's choice here, depending on how much space you have. As you exhale, you're going to release your knees over to the right. So again, you're going to roll over onto your right hip to do this safely. And move slowly here, because then you can check where it doesn't feel good for you. And it feels like you've gone beyond the point of good resistance and got to the point of like discomfort and pain. And then again, you can gaze can be lifting up towards the sky, or you can gaze in the direction of your knees. Just see how it feels in your body. And we'll take 3 deep breaths here. Equal night, equal day. This turning point of the year. So throughout the year, with the solstice and the equinox, the year is carved up into 4 quarters. And each of these quarters gives us an opportunity to reflect, let go, and then renew, rebirth. Inhale back to center. Uncross your knees, allow your spine to align for a moment here. And let's bring the knees in towards each other, feet as wide as the mat. So you come into this knock-kneed position here. You can bring your hands to rest on your lower abdomen, left hand on your heart, right hand lower abdomen, left hand on the heart. Close your eyes. And we'll just connect here with ourselves for a few breaths. Just point our threshold. So thresholds are significant points of transition, which give us an opportunity to lean into the light, lean into the future, lean into change. Or they can be a point at which we choose to stagnate, to turn away, to be afraid. So we want to summon our strength, summon our courage to step into what's coming, what's arriving, what is possible, new potential, new awakenings. Helps us to find optimism, can give us hope. One more breath here. Then opening your eyes, rolling over onto one side and rising up into Sukhasana. Bringing your palms together and rubbing your palms to create some warmth and heat. And then place your palms above your eyes, over your eyes, and absorb the warmth of your hands here. Looking into the darkness of your palms. And then slide your fingers away, inviting in the light. Closing our practice by chanting our mantra, Om Hrim, Hamsa, Soham, Swaha, and then Om Shanti. Inhale fully. Om Hrim, Hamsa, Soham, Swaha. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hands to your eyebrow center. Dhanyavad, Dhanyavad. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is my book club book, My Grandmother's Hands, and it's about trauma and how it lives in our body. And I'm talking about this book at my Radical Yogi Book Club on Sunday, the 28th of March. So please join me for that. Even if you haven't read the book, it's really interesting, and I'll share all the interesting highlights of it. So thank you, everyone.